Man braves oil spill to rescue two adorable creatures. If cleaning an oil stain out of a shirt seems impossible, try combating the devastating effects of a massive oil spill. One small Russian town was stuck cleaning up the mess caused by the carelessness of an energy company. With the perpetrators not stepping up, the townsfolk had no choice. So, to restore their homes to livable conditions, average citizens had to shoulder the mantle of rescue responsibilities. One volunteer cleanup guy, while wading through swirling floods of chaos, heard a feeble cry for help. He rushed to provide aid and was gutted by the source of the sound. Anatoly Tupty and all his neighbors were fed up. For weeks, the residents of Neftegansk, Russia were battling the aftermath of a massive oil spill in floodwater from nearby Ob River. A break in a pipeline sent oil spilling out into the area, which was already dealing with flooding. Now they were stuck with the ecological aftermath of an accident caused by RN Uganskeftegas Limited, a fraction of the larger Rosneft energy plant. Trying to save face, the Rosneft announced that thanks to the due diligence of emergency responders, the pipe was plugged. Oil was prevented from infiltrating the main river. That assurance was taken with a grain of salt for the people living in the midst of the Ob's floodwater. Turning on their faucet proved just how dangerous the plant's pollution was to their daily routine. Since the general consensus of the Rosneft plant, according to a local blogger, was shrugging its shoulders and trying to distance themselves from negative press, it was up to the locals to fix the mess. Step in Anatoly. He couldn't ignore the serious threat posed by visible oil swirls in the water. Slipping into the biggest boots he could find, Anatoly braved contaminated waters to prevent oil from spreading further. Working near one particular dacha, a Russian country cottage, Anatoly stopped in his tracks when he heard a faint cry. It sounded so desperate. The creature emitting the shrill noise of distress had to be facing serious danger. "My soul could not stand the cries. I went to see," Anatoly said. "You never know what's going on. I had to check." Anatoly followed the wails, water and oil filling his boots, into the small house. Floodwaters had overtaken the dacha. Anatoly peered around the cabin, searching for the thing in peril, but the source of the cries was bobbing in plain sight. Atop a wooden board floating on the oil-tainted water were two precious kittens. Both of the young cats were clutching their makeshift raft, but sinking further up to their necks into the contaminant. "Without hesitation, I went after them," Anatoly said. "I was up to my waist in the oil. The ground was giving way. My wading boots were full of water mixed with oil, but I didn't care." Channeling Captain Planet, Anatoly scooped up the crying kittens and cradled them to his chest. Feeling the slick oil caked in their fur, he increased his pace to get them safely to shore. Once safely on land, Anatoly wrapped the shivering creatures in his t-shirt. He could see the oil covering their bodies and was worried that his attempts to save them were too late. Since the owners of the young cats were nowhere to be found, Anatoly felt firm that he should be the one to provide a safe home, bringing the innocent creatures back to full health. Mammals caught in an oil spill can suffer hypothermia, poisoning, and death. So for Anatoly, the choice to abandon your pets, let alone two beautiful kittens just weeks old, was, in his words, heartless. After multiple baths and full bellies, the kittens were hardly recognizable from the moment their rescuer first saw them. At the time, they both appeared jet black. It's not a surprise that with a heart as big as Anatoly's, he already was a proud pet parent. So after the rescue, he and his giant pupper saw their family double in size. Luckily, the massive dog and two teeny kittens became fast friends. Compared to their previous circumstances, a canine big brother was a welcome challenge. The oil spill devastated the lives of thousands, but Anatoly somehow emerged from the disaster with two little miracles. Plus, he earned the awesome nickname Baywatch from his buddies. Musing over the bizarre situation, Anatoly said, "A few days earlier, I rescued people and equipment when a boat overturned. This day, it was kittens." Thank goodness for fast-acting people like Anatoly, who jump into heroism on the fly. Emergencies happen in all kinds of situations, even when the heroes aren't yet dressed for the part.